Hi, this is Avdhut Padwalkar. I'm from Margao. Currently working at a Mangal Analytics and Research Consulting firm. It is a business growth advisory firm. It's in Panjim. So it's been almost 3 years now working there. So it's purely into doing financial analysis for businesses. Okay, and giving them advisory, saying that where they need to go, all that stuff. Apart from my work, I'm also into teaching. So I love teaching. I teach graduates and postgraduate students into accounting and stock markets. Right now I'm working with financial models, so it's all understanding, analyzing accounts. Okay, so it's all about understanding businesses. It's that. So when I was in 9th standard, I didn't have anything focused as such, but yes, I did love numbers, to play with numbers. I used to understand what the numbers are telling me and what I need to do with them, right? I think that was one kick that I got, saying that this is where I need to go, right? Second thing, I also understood I could explain my concepts well to my peers or my friends. So that was still there in my background, but my main focus was on numbers. So that's where I went by. So, like I said, I like numbers, but when a number thing comes on your one mind, it says, okay, you're going to go for engineering, right? That's not it. There are different fields that you can opt for, right? So, when I went for numbers, I was not so great in numbers. So I said, engineering is not meant for me. Can I look for a different field which excites me, which is into numbers also? I chose a stream that is commerce. Okay, so commerce allows you that number crunching is not completely off. So that gave me an interest into accounting, getting more understanding about businesses. That's where it led me to my career, right? Apart from that, I also developed a habit of reading a lot on my IT. That is IT stuff that is there. So that is also one part that helped me, like Excel, PowerPoints, yeah. In back then, when we choose commerce as a stream, one mindset of your parents or anybody in the society is, chalo, you done commerce kala, chala to BCom kar, right? I didn't go by that route. So when I was in 11th and 12th standard, I did some research. I did something, just see what are the other options I could opt for in Goa or outside Goa as well, right? So I came across a new course, that is BBA, Bachelor's in Business Administration. Okay, so that is giving me less of accounting, but more of understanding of business, right? I chose that subject because that was something new to the society. So that's where I went, and I went to this new course that was offered in Sri Damodar College Commerce and Economics, that is in Margao. That was one. After that, so that was completely in my graduation. In that, I never left my other goal, where I used to explain better to my peers, right? I got an opportunity to take up a program, a young leaders program we had it, where we used to make students aware of 9th and 10th standard about financial literacy. So that was also what I had taken up. So it was not that I had completely left the two, so I was choosing the two. After my graduation, I was still confused about what to go for. Should I go for a job because I was already graduate? Next was my post-graduations. Again, I did some research, understanding what would be better. Again, my parents, everybody guided me. And that's where I chose my master's. I chose to do an MBA, Master's in Business Administration in Goa University, and completely then after that job. My mentors are my parents and my uncle. So they have played a very important role in shaping my career thoroughly, right? So throughout my journey from 12th standard, I would say, from choosing a BBA over a BCom or choosing a master's over my job when I was really required, I think they helped me do that. Okay, so if one is choosing this career, right, so then you will have to have first attention to detail. You need to know what the numbers are telling you, what number you're looking at, right? Attention to detail is the key thing. After that, analyzing it or making sense out of it, like what is it telling me, is all secondary. So first, understanding that number and having that focus attention on that thing is the key. Second important thing is communication. I think communicating, speaking to people, I think gives a lot of importance. That is another thing. And lastly, you should not go out of is reading. You need to read a lot. So even at whatever stage you are, be right at 9th standard or you are even at the CEO level of a company, you have to do some reading so that you are updated to the newest trends in the society. Career options, definitely. So there are a lot of options available. So let me start off with the one that I am doing, that is called financial analysis, analyzing numbers. Second thing, you could go for investment banking, that is into raising funds for a particular company, like how we have for Shark Tank, the same way. So that is into investment banking. Then equity research analyst, that is analyzing stock markets, how are the stock markets improving, how are they performing, that is another. I think, yeah, briefly these three options. As a teaching journey, I would say that came eventually through my career. It did not come, I want to choose that. So I was given that opportunity to, consider that as an option to do, and I did not, miss out that opportunity. So I took it up. I started up small. I started up by having internal trainings first, giving trainings to my peers. Then I started giving trainings to my fellow colleagues, right? Then the students I started. Now I've gradually increased it to the business owners as well. So that's how it has grown. Challenges, yes. One of the challenge definitely was during the COVID period, where we had nothing to do about, right? So when you have nothing to do, you have a lot to think also. So your mind is very fresh. So that was one of the challenges that was faced, and I came up with something for freelancing. I did not sit back home just scrolling up social media, etc. But I went back and I saw how I could use my skills even if I am there at my home doing nothing. So I went out into freelancing as an option, and after that I took a job. So I had some experience. So it is not in particular to this career, I would say it is across. Rather than wasting your time, I would say not putting much time on social media, it will be better to have some productive reading out of it. Read more about your interests. So if you have any interest in accounting, maybe read more into that. If you have interest into comparing, read into that. So don't restrict anything on that, right? Keep continuous readings and go ahead. There's nothing as such, honestly, but if I need to choose, then I would choose not considering this is an option and then go for teaching, because my heart still lies for teaching. So yeah.